Hello and welcome to Shit Shenanigans. Today I am going to talk about some TF2 weapons that will change all the balance. Yes, this is a TF2 video. No, I'm not going to have any TF2 clips. And the first classes I'm going to talk about are Spy and Pyro. Warning, this was made by an amateur. Do not copy or repeat what I said. I'm not a balancer. I'm a kid. I'm stupid. Okay. Cut me some slack. First off, the Spy. I'm going to buff some weapons and maybe change some others. There are going to be nerfs, but not that many. The first weapon I'm going to talk about is the Enforcer, which has a now has a 40% base damage buff, a 60% damage buff when disguised. However, the 15% firing speed penalty, and a 100% damage vulnerability. So if you fuck up that shot, you're dead. The next weapon I'm going to talk about is the kunai, which is the controversial weapons of the Spy, I think. I don't know, I'm not really interested in the TF2 community. I just game. Anyway, the kunai is gonna get a change. Instead of just being overhealed, instead of being overhealed, it just heals you. And also, the backstabs aren't lethal, but however, technically stun, because the backstab animation, or getting backstab animation, with combat taunt, that can only be get from being backstabbed by the kunai, because, one, backstabs aren't lethal anymore for the kunai, and two, backstab don't crits either for the kunai. Need I remind you. Also, I'm going to change the give a slight buff to the dead ringer, which allows you to manually disguise. Yeah, that's it. Well, however, it won't make you drop dead, technically. Now, the next weapon is the Your Eternal Reward, which I'm going to buff to insane levels by giving it the ability to attack while disguised. Yeah, that's it. However, it will have a random chance to get the wrong weapon or a wrong model. So the disguise glitches are an actual part of the game now, like an official, not a glitch. Yeah, that's the two changes for the Eternal Reward. Now for the Diamondback, I'm just gonna, I don't know what to do actually. However, I'm going to nerf it a little bit with a 50% damage penalty. I like to be evil. And the crits do 20% less damage. So, yeah. Also, the next weapon I'm going to change is the Ambassador, which I'm going to honestly, I don't know, but I'm going to change it by what can I do? Oh yeah, give the headshots now do the enforcer effect by ignoring the resistance from now the Ambassador ignores resistances on headshots. The enforcer, the new enforcer still does that. My version of it. However, wait a minute. However, the shots are more accurate, but has a damage penalty on body shots, a 40%. So if you can't aim, you're screwed. I think that's all the weapons. Oh yeah, weapon combos. I'm going to have the weapons are going to have new synergy, and the most problematic weapons are kind of changed. So a new change for the dead ringer. You can have to no, the cloak is 100% faster while feigning. However, it will not apply when normally disguising with the Deathbringer, because if you missed it, I made so that it can manually disguise, but you can no longer manually reload because it uses the R button. Yeah, I think that's every weapon. Oh yeah, weapon combos. Fuck, I forgot. Some weapons will have special properties. Also, the Letrange gets a buff by stopping cloak when not moving. Cloak the drain. Little overpowered, but I don't know. I'm not balancing. So the weapon combos are going to be effective on most weapons. Going to be stats that only unlock while having another weapon. More like it's like the hats and cosmetics that used to give you buff, but it's now exclusive to weapons. For example, the Oriental Ward, Letrange, I think those two give you removes the drain rate of the Oriental Ward. Well, it technically already does the stat, but the effect doesn't affect it by anymore. So it will just the drain rate will just be removed if you have the Letrange equipped. Yeah. The next changes are to pyro, and the first things I'm changing are the scorchshot and the flog. The phlogistonator. I think it's, if I said it right, I'm recording this on my phone outside my home, so yeah. Anyway, a nerf to the scorchshot. Well, technically both the scorchshot and flog, but the scorchshot no longer fuel the flog meter, the meter. Well, the flog gets a buff by left clicking. It gets a Tesla blast or electrical storm that when right clicking, you can prematurely detonate explosives and other things that explode. For example, the well, never mind. I thought that card. I thought I knew that card. No card. Anyway, but the flog gets a buff by giving it a Tesla storm, and by right clicking, you can prematurely detonate everything that explodes or shatters. For example, the assassin's ball, any explosive, the sword circuit's ball, nothing. That pain demon spawn, and you can't push players or extinguish them. However, you can slow down players if they are too close and you press left click. Also, the flog has now infinite ammo but has to recharge or cool down. Yeah. Another thing is the mann melter will be able to charge it twice as fast, and the extinguishers from the that is more above to the flog. Extinguishers also do refill the refills the bar mounting to the health you get. No, it's half. When you extinguish a player, you get half the charge you will get from you would normally get from burn damage. However, because the mann melter buffs gets a double charge speed, I think, whatever it's called, if you the meter up twice as fast, extinguishers will fill up the meter as if it were fire, as if it were normal fire damage. Yeah. And I thought of something. Anyway, in nerf to the homewrecker, because it's I don't know why originally. Oh, a mouse. Anyway, it's because well, it's no reason particularly, but because well, honestly, the homewrecker is a little bit broken. Maybe not, but actually both the neon and homewrecker are going to get a nerf by dealing damage to the friendly sentry, but half as damage as it normally would have. So the 100% damage buff against sentries will and the 50% damage penalty against friendly sentries will cancel each other out, and the homewrecker will deal normal damage as if held the fire axe and against the sentry. And the neon has will also have a 50% damage penalty against friendly buildings, because you don't want to one-shot your friendly engineer's sentry, don't you? Or are you a menace? It depends. Yeah, I think those are the changes I'm going to touch on. To recap, because I'm not great at speaking at all. The frog gets a Tesla blast, and the infinite ammo, but the cooldown. The man melter recharges the mmmph meter double as fast, and because it's the only weapon to because it's the only secondary weapon to be able to extinguish I think a critical shot and a what is it called? And when you make what is it called? I forgot. Anyway, when you right click on a teammate that's burning and hit the enemy with a critical shot, you basically get the oomph meter full. Also, a change to the oomph meter, it will also get the secondary meter, the flog, depending on how much damage you do with the Tesla storm, which gets you Ubered. You know what I'm getting at? Also, you can both click M1 and M2 at the same time. It will drain your charge double as fast. Not the oomph charge, but your infinite ammo, your flog charge double as fast. But or should I put them in separate meters? Anyway, it will drain the meters double as fast, not the flog, not the oomph meter. But when you get both full meters, the second meter is called herf, or not something like that. I don't know how to say it, but both meters will over the pyro give it a critical hit, and also the homewrecker will also increases the range, the Tesla range by double. And quick note, the Tesla range is the same as the flame range, as the fire range. However, it doesn't have physics. It's more like a hit scan. Yeah,